hope you come along with us on our adventure. But remember, before we get started, to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember to hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Good morning. Hope you'll come along with us on our tour of Lowell Observatory. It's an independent, nonprofit research institution founded in 1894 by the Boston mathematician Percival Lowell. Hey, Alan, check out the cute little squirrels. The Giovanni Open Deck Observatory features one of the finest collections of telescopes available for public observing in the world.
That's gonna pretty much block out all of the sun's light except for just a little bit. So it makes it safe to see.
Cool.
And that's why it gives it that red appearance, is because of the filter.
Oh, okay.
Carl Lamplin, who was an astronomer here for, a good chunk of the first half of the 20th century. This is a story that I'm going to tell you about the Clark telescope later on, and I'm going to bring that up, so I want you to remember that. Right? Now, right here we have our Slifer building. So the Slifer building we have on these wings, again, more offices, astronomers, and other various staff members work back there. And then in the front, we have our Rotunda Museum. Right, so located in there, that's where the next tour will begin. Our Story of Pluto tour will begin at 12 in there. We have an open house going on right now. Feel free to go in there. We have some of our historic artifacts on display. is our Clark Telescope Dome. Before we go in, I want to tell you about Percival Lowell's final resting place. We have his burial site, literally right here, right, his mausoleum. So as I mentioned, he passed away in 1916. It was built in 1923. So there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a war was happening right around the same time Percival passed away. So this got postponed for a while, right? It was made out of marble. Right, and the telescope was named after the manufacturer. So the telescope dome was built in 1894, right, by a couple of brothers from Flagstaff. They were named Stanley and Godfrey Sykes. And when Percival was looking for someone to build a telescope dome, he was looking out of the town trying to find someone in this, train town / lumberjack town to build this. And he ended up finding a shop, and there was a sign that said makers and menders of everything. And he went inside, turns out it was a bicycle repair shop. So he hires these bicycle repairmen to build this telescope dome for him. Right? Now, we have the whole thing is made out of ponderosa pine wood. When it was built, it just had a canvas covering over the wooden frame. They have since added the wooden covering when they decided to make this a permanent installment. And then over that, in the 1960s, we got this metal roof to even further protect it from more weathering and damage. So this is how we still do it even in 2020. To move the telescope, we just move it manually. That being said, once it is fixed on an object, you want it to track. If you look at something for more than 30 seconds, it's going to have to be following the object because the Earth is spinning, so you're going to want to have it track. It originally was tracking using this weird contraption. He was an astronomer back in the early 1900s. He and his brother Earl were both astronomers here. They both served as directors of the observatory as well. Right, so he had a really big role in a lot of the early 20th century stuff that we did here in Lowell Observatory, right? And there's this thing that he's holding that's called a spectrograph, right? And a spectrograph is a fancy prism. You pass light through a prism, and it's going to break off into its individual colors, right? The red in the galaxy, and it was the entire universe, right? Now, he was looking at the spectra of these, and one of the things you can also determine with spectral lines is not only the chemical composition, but the radial velocity. You can determine how fast something is moving towards or away from you, and the sound goes up in pitch. But then when it moves away from you, those sound waves go, they get stretched out, and then it goes down in pitch. Well, light is also waves, and we can also experience a Doppler effect with really fast moving space objects. If something is moving fast enough towards the Earth, we would observe those spectral lines. They would actually appear.
This is the view of Flagstaff from the Lowell Observatory. The Lowell Observatory is known for its discovery of Pluto, which at one time was considered the 9th planet in our solar system. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
And remember to hit the bell for notifications. Bye.